In the heart of Montana, where the Bull Mountains rise, where the elk bugle echoes and the mule deer's gaze lies, a silent crime unfolded beneath starlit skies. From 2020 to 2024, shadows moved in the night, taking trophy bull elk, stealing deer in their flight. No permits, no honor, just greed in their sight. But justice stirred, with a tip to ignite, a tale of poaching now brought to the light. Welcome back to two more cast news. Today we're diving into a gripping story out of Montana's Bull Mountains, which is near Roundup, where a multi-year poaching scheme targeting bull elk and mule deer has just been busted wide open. 6 suspects from Montana and Washington are facing serious charges, and we've got the details on how it all went down, thanks to a confidential informant and some tenacious game wardens. Stick with me as we unpack the wildlife crime saga and what it means for conservation. Between 2020 and 2024, a group of poachers, both Montana residents and non-residents from Washington, illegally killed multiple bull elk in hunting district 590, which is a tightly regulated area in the Bull Mountains. And here's the kicker: they didn't have the required 590-20 elk permits, which are issued sparingly to manage the elk population's sustainability. Not only that, but they also took down several large mule deer bucks, prized for their massive antlers and a clear violation of state laws. Now, if you're wondering how they got caught, man, it all started with a single tip from a confidential informant. That's right, someone out there blew the whistle, and Montana Fish and Wildlife, Parks and Game wardens jumped into action. They launched a 2-state investigation, teaming up with the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife. They also teamed up with the Billings Police Department and the Muscle County Attorney's Office. Talk about a team, dude. You got all kinds of people coming after you at that point. But the investigation was intense. FWP wardens even traveled to Washington to execute search warrants, where they seized 11 poached elk and deer mounts as evidence. That's crazy, man. 11 trophy heads now in the hands of authorities, ready to tell their story in court. The suspects, they're facing a whopping 34 charges with fines and restitution totaling nearly around $23,000. And they'll be answering to the Muscle County Justice Court soon enough. But their names have not been released just yet. Release? What are we doing? What are you hiding? To give you some context, I dug a bit deeper. Poaching is a serious offense in Montana. Killing a trophy bull elk illegally can cost up to $50,000 in fines per animal, plus restitution. Think, like $8,000 or more for a single elk. Mule deer violations aren't cheap either, and in this case, it's part of a bigger problem. Reports from outlets like the Billings Gazette and FWP's own data show poaching spikes in places like the Bull Mountains, where remote terrain makes enforcement tricky. In 2022 alone, FWP noted illegal elk kills in District 590 often tied to non-residents dodging the permit lottery. The Bull Mountains cover over 100,000 acres of public and private land, making it a hotspot for big game hunting and, sadly, for poachers. These illegal kills don't just rob hunters of fair opportunities, they mess with herd genetics and conservation efforts that have helped elk and deer rebound in Montana. FWP estimates poaching costs the states millions every year, and that's money not going to wildlife programs funded by legal hunting licenses. What's inspiring here is the teamwork. FWP's Assistant Chief Law Enforcement J.D. Douglas said it best: "This investigation could not be possible without the assistance of these agencies." It's a testament of the grit of Montana's game wardens and their partners across state lines. And let's not forget that confidential informant, man. Proof that one person's courage can make a massive difference. Really, those tip lines are like, they get a lot of things done. So what happens now? The suspects await court dates, likely later in 2025, and we'll keep you posted as this case unfolds. In the meantime, FWP is urging everyone to report suspicious activity through their tip mount hotline. We'll post that number down in the description too. And they also offer up the $1,000 reward for tips leading to convictions. Cases like this also highlight the need for better tech, like trail cameras and drones, to catch poachers in the act. This story is a wake-up call. Montana's wildlife is a treasure, but it's under threat from those who think the rules don't apply. What do you think, man? Should penalties for poaching be even tougher? I think so. Some of these are nothing at all, you know what I mean? But drop the thoughts in the comments below, and if you want to stay updated on this case, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and that's it for this one. Later.